tonight I'd like you to open your hearts and welcome Pastor Joel Osteen. God bless you, Joel.
Thanks, Rich. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you, please, thank you. We feel honored, and Simone and Mariana, just thank you so much for all the hard work you've done and getting behind the event and bringing these friends out tonight. And Irene, your house is beautiful. I know, it takes a lot of work to put all this on, so we feel very honored. I don't have some big speech lined up tonight. I sometimes get more nervous speaking in front of a few people than a lot of people, but I'll just tell you a little bit about my story. I never dreamed I'd be doing this. Part of our message is that God has put gifts and talents in us that we don't even know we have.
That's right. And
sometimes it takes adversity to push us out of it. If my dad were still alive, I wouldn't be here tonight. I wouldn't be up here tonight because it's too easy where I was. What I thought would be my darkest hour, or a dark hour, the death of my father, and sure, I still miss him, but God has a way that he can take your darkest hour and push you into your brightest hour. So I just encourage you all tonight. You don't know what God has in your future.
Yeah.
If you would have told me 14 years ago, my dad died in 1999, 14 years ago, that one day I'd be a minister, that I would be on television, I'd write books, and we would be having church in the former Compact Center, where I had season tickets to watch the Rockets play basketball. If you told me that 14 years ago, I would have said, you're on the wrong planet. You have got the wrong person. But here's the point, though. God's dream for our life is so much bigger than our own. It may not, like Victoria said, it may not be to be up in front of people, but you don't know how God can use you and the new doors that he wants to open. So I just encourage you again tonight. That's why it's easy for me to get up and tell people, you don't know what you have in you. You don't know where God can take you, because I would be the least likely one to be up here now, the least likely one to be speaking at that stadium. Matter of fact, every time I walk into our church on Sundays, the former Compact Center, I can see my old season tickets over to the left, where I used to sit all those years, and I think, you know what, God, you're an amazing God to be, to allow me to do what I'm doing today. So I just encourage you, along the lines of what Victoria was saying, you wouldn't be alive if God didn't have something great in your future. Where do I start? Let me start like this. I really believe how you start the day will determine what kind of day you're going to have. Have you ever been laying in bed, and it seems like maybe it's just me, but sometimes the negative thoughts come. I don't want to go to work. I don't feel like writing another sermon. I got these problems. I got these. I believe you can use your faith in reverse. Your faith works as good in the negative as it does the positive.
Right.
So if you get up in the morning and think, oh man, I've got all this work, I've got these problems, it's just going to draw negativity in. So I think it's very important when you get up in the morning, before you check the stock report, before you check your emails, before you turn on the news, you got to make up your mind what kind of day it's going to be. I believe we have to get up in the morning. First off, I think we should be grateful. Lord, thank you that I'm alive today. Thank you that I woke up. And, I know there's a lot of people, maybe not so much here, but they have terrible circumstances. But you still got to find something. You may not have your house, but if you have your health, you can say, Lord, thank you that I'm healthy today, or whatever you have. And sure, we all have difficult days, but I think it goes back to just a time of trust. If something doesn't work out, God, I believe you're in control, that you guide and direct my steps. I got caught by a train. You think, well, you know what, God, maybe you're saving me from an accident. You know what? We need our energy for our family, for our dreams, for our goals, and really, okay, now y'all got me started. Here's the thing, and I'll talk about this at the stadium. A lot of times how do I say that? We are fighting battles that don't matter.
Yeah.
If a battle is not between you and your God-given destiny, you know what it is? It's a distraction.
Yeah.
Every day is a gift from God. Any day we live negative, discouraged, angry, offended, mad at somebody, that is a day that we are wasting. But I believe you can be trained and say, you know what? I'm making up my mind. I'm not going to get upset today, because sometimes we're letting the same people push the same buttons year after year. You got to turn the buttons off, say, you know what? Do what you want to do, but I'm going to live my life happy. Okay, I won't be that long enough.
Mariana Cruz, ladies and gentlemen.
All of us here have shifted because of the generosity of Pastor Joel and Pastor Victoria, giving their valuable time and limited time here in Miami to us. And that's what our Nights of Inspiration have all been about. And we've worked really hard, and I really believe that we are all shifting together. And Pastor Robyn and Pastor Rich are here in our community, and I encourage each and every one of you to reach out to these powerful people and make a difference. And you are now responsible and obligated to lift everybody else up. So I'd also like to thank our band, Johnny Sachs and Ellis Caccavale. And Terry, the catering, worked so hard. These are amazing. And to keep all of you, thank you so much for coming. I know Pinecrest at rush hour isn't always fun, but I really, really appreciate you all here.